Good morning, Year 4, and welcome to your English lesson. Today we're starting off our hot task. Going to go today's lesson and on Thursday's lesson as well. We're learning to write to inform. Remember, this is all about a historical information text. Let's remind ourselves of the success criteria. They're exactly the same as yesterday, but now they're a hot task. They've got that lovely orangey mustard colour at the top of them. But our success criteria are to create simple sentences from my research facts, to use fronted adverbial phrases, to use all the key features, and to engage the audience with interesting facts. So that's exactly what we did yesterday, and hopefully if you took part in yesterday's lesson, you've already got your first paragraph done using the success criteria. Today we're going to carry on using exactly the same success criteria. Obviously there are 5 sections that you've researched. We've done 1 already, so you need to do 2 today, and then you need to do 2 on Thursday. Let's just remind ourselves what we did yesterday then. So on the left-hand side there, you can see the facts that I'd pulled out from my research in the previous week. And then I was able to turn that into more interesting sentences using fronted adverbials, using more interesting vocabulary, using technical vocabulary, adding bits in and changing different words to make myself a really interesting paragraph on the right-hand side. So that's what you did yesterday, and that's what you're going to carry on doing today for the second 2 sections from our research. Now, don't worry about this too much now, but eventually by the end of this week, what we want to do is be able to turn our information text into something more interesting that looks like this. So rather than just a plain writing on a piece of paper, we want it to look a bit more interesting. So what we're going to do later on this week is we're going to add in things like pictures and boxes and subheadings and things like that. For the time being, you don't need to worry about it too much. You just need to think about what's going to happen later on in the week. If you're working on the computer typing this up, this is not a problem. Later on, we can drop the pictures in. If you're doing it on paper, maybe think about writing each paragraph maybe on a separate piece of paper so you can cut them up later on and stick things around them. So as I said, don't worry about this today. Don't worry about sticking pictures in or anything like that. This is just to say later on in the week, this is what we're going to be doing. You just need to focus on your actual writing today. Lastly then, just to remind ourselves the success criteria for today, to create simple sentences for my research facts, to use fronted adverbial phrases, to use all the key features, and engage the audience with interesting facts. Now remember, we don't need to write lots today. 2 paragraphs is not a huge amount of writing to be getting done in this hour. So the big focus is in the quality of those sentences. Are you including all those success criteria? If not, then we're not being very successful with our historical information text. So make sure we're trying really hard to do quality writing rather than lots and lots of writing. Last thing to say then, Year 4, is you rock. You've got this. You can do this hot task. I know hot tasks can be a bit daunting with all that writing you've got to do, but you've got this. You know exactly how to write quality sentences. Your vocabulary is fantastic. You've got all the bits of paper and things extra that you need in order to do this. You had a really good go yesterday, hopefully, so you should be able to have a really good go at your hot task today. So good luck with everything. I'm really looking forward to seeing how you get on with this hot task.